Happy friggin' Wednesday, you weekday warriors. It's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so you know what that means. From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, here in the Mile High, the Spyderco capital of the world. We're live, baby. Make sure to Spartan kick that like button.
This is Sparta!
Shout out to Night Rare for the This is Sparta first in the chat. Oh yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I'm excited. It's another Wednesday. We get to chop it up. We get to talk knife stuff. And I think that music might be a little bit too loud. Oops. I can't help it. Loud music, good friends, refreshments. It's just water. If you're wondering what's in Rollshambo's cup, it's not a Four Loko. It is, in fact, water. With that being said, it's been a busy week for me. I've got a full review table right now. I'm looking at it. So we got plenty of content on the way. Just released my most recent video, which was all about my modified Spydercos. And I don't have a ton of them. I've only got 6, but each one has been deeply modified. And we were talking about it in the members only Discord the other day, and I realized not everybody had seen the extent of my sickness. Why not? It's well documented at this point, you know. But when it comes to Spydercos, you don't fall down the rabbit hole. You buy one and then you get Spartan kicked down the Spidey hole. So yeah. And I always struggle because there's always another Spyderco out there that I want to buy and modify, and I can't help it. Is it a sickness? Maybe. Anyways, monologue over. Shout out to Night Rare, first person in the chat. Thanks for being a channel member. Marco, not far behind him. What's up, Marco? Good to see you, man. Welcome into TC Blades, another channel member in the house. Ground Fog, Nick Travellini, Jim Miller. What's up, Jim? Channel members everywhere. Ed B, welcome in, man. Thanks for riding with the channel as well. Hold on. We got Chris Waris as well. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. Mark Parks, welcome in, another channel member in the house. Aero Velocity, good to see you. Jaeger EDC, welcome in. Ed B says Roll can never show up early. I'm kind of like Gandalf, you know. What does he say? Was it in The Hobbit, or I don't know? It's like a wizard is never late. He always shows up precisely when he intends to. I don't know. My nerd side is showing. I can't help it. Big Lord of the Rings fan here. John Tagamori, welcome in, man. Thanks for being a channel member. Tom Cook, another channel member. He says, what's up, everyone? These Black Friday sales give me anxiety. Is it just me? Does anyone else feel like a slight bit of pressure? Like, if you don't buy it when you see the sale, if you sleep on it, it will not be there in the morning. The fellas and I were chopping it up on the members only Discord. Somebody posted a 20% off discount code for MachineWise on their website. And when you're talking about, you know, a $750, $800 knife, that's significant. That's like 150, 160 bucks off. And sure enough, I want to say within like an hour and a half, all their inventory was gone. And I looked at it, I was like, I'm always a day late and $1 short. Did I buy one? Did I get in on it? No. I wish I could have. The MachineWise Sonora is on my list, and that would have been the moment to do it. But some things are just not meant to be. Congrats to anybody who did get in on it. I'm sure that you're excited for your new knife to show up, and probably a little anxious as well to see, is it worth the price? So do me a favor, guys. If you have any Black Friday sales that you'd like to share with the class, pop them in the chat, pop them in the live chat. We'll check them out as we go. Why not? We could all have some shared anxiety together. We can make bad decisions. Speaking of which, So this came in. This is the Vostede Martin, the latest top liner lock. And we hopped on this on a live stream. And now, of course, they're sold out. So hopefully those who wanted one got one. Content on this probably coming sometime by the end of the week, sometime between now and Sunday, I think. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. My thoughts on that soon. All right. And hold on. I'm going back to scrolling. Hey, shout out to Lone Star Towboy, a cornerstone of these live streams. He says the carry of the day is the Cold Steel Coboon and Civivi Conspirator. Which Coboon do you have? I have one. I've got the cheap one. It's like Oz 8 steel and like rubber handles, but it's cool. It's cool. I like it. I do not have a use case scenario for it. But something I've been doing lately is I've been expanding to TikTok. I don't do a whole lot on TikTok, but we're starting to see a bigger presence from the knife community there as Instagram continues its assault on the knife community. We have to go somewhere, right? And so a lot of us are going over to TikTok, and I started it up. I do some carry, some short form carry content where I'll just take my phone out and play some music and show people what I'm carrying that day. But anyways, I was on there, and Cold Steel is also on there, and I watched a video of this guy from Cold Steel. I forget his name. He's well known. He's like their face on the videos, and he is like throwing these Cold Steel folding knives and other knives that are just brutal knives, right? And they're not necessarily meant for throwing. But I saw him pitch an Espada XL like across the room into this dummy, and I immediately felt the urge to go buy more Cold Steels. Like, yes, this is exactly what it's meant for. These are throwing knives. They're not. But he's very good at that, and he makes it look easy. Kind of want to go do that now. Ed B says, Roll should shuffle knives instead of cards for his intro. I look like Edward Scissorhands. Hey, what's up, Gas Station Knives Forever? Good to see you. Autumn Wind in the house. Welcome in. Craig Vincent, what's up? Sterling Stutes as well. Ian Coates. I knew it wouldn't be long till we had a channel mod in the house. He says being a Spyderco addict is worse than being a Benchmade addict. Ooh. I strongly disagree, Ian. And I don't, you know what, Ian? I don't think that you actually believe that. I think that you're just trying to push my buttons today. No, it's not worse. I'll stand behind that. We have far more money than the Benchmade addicts. Not a whole lot. These Sage 5s are getting expensive. All right. I'm scrolling. TC Blade says, Wizard is never late nor early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Ron Dobbins, welcome in. He says, Roll, I am carrying the Sweeney Mars Valley carbon fiber and Peña Mula in red carbon fiber and Jack Wolf Venom today. Ooh, very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm digging all the colorful carbon fiber. I'm going through a colorful carbon fiber phase. I can't help it. A knife that I've been handling a whole lot more lately has been the Fireball. And while I do have a slight bias towards the Tall Boy, I've got to say the action on this Fireball is really, really addictive. It's very, very good. It's a little bit heavier of a blade than the Tall Boy. And so it has just a little bit better action. Maybe that would change if I were to go ahead and put some skiffs in this guy. Ooh, such a good knife. Yeah, these the Fireball and the Tall Boy are never far from my desk. That's a fact. All right. Gas Station Knives Forever says, yeah, I got one of those Sonoras for $560. Hard to argue with USA made integral. Integral. Yeah. The comparison here, because there really is only one comparison that I can think of. There's not a whole lot of USA made titanium integral button locks out there. But there is at least one, and that's the Dead Reckon Ridgeback. And I had one, and it's also a USA made integral button lock, but Dead Reckon does something a little different. I'm like, their plunge lock design is a little different than a standard plunge lock. And they use roller bearings, and roller bearings are weird, man, but I really like them. And so I'd love to have two, I'd love to have a Sonora and a Ridgeback in hand at the same time and just compare. I would bet dollars to donuts, and this would be a stupid comparison, but I'd bet dollars to donuts that the Ridgeback is probably a bit more sturdy of a button lock than the Sonora, but that the Sonora would probably have better and more fidgety action. I had a Ridgeback and I sold it, and I kind of wish that I still had it, but the one that I had was aluminum. And the whole time I had it, I was kind of wishing that I had just gotten the titanium version. But here's the deal. Titanium integral USA made is not cheap. On a Sonora, that's, normally $600, $700, $800. On a Ridgeback, that's like mid fours. I think I've seen some for like mid to high 400s. So the question immediately becomes, is the Sonora better than the titanium Ridgeback? And by how much? How much? Because you can't just say, well, one's made in China, because they're both USA made titanium integrals. And we understand that process is expensive to machine. Yeah. Just thinking out loud there. I kind of want to do a comparison now. All right. Hey, welcome into Revolving Blades and Mind of Milton. Good to see you, fellas. Paul Mills in the house, another channel member. And another channel mod.
This is Sparta!
Guys, Spartan, kick the like button for the channel mods out here doing the good work, the free work, the pro bono work. Does it count as community service? No. What's up, Top Dog? He says, hi guys, stop by to say hi. Got to go. We'll watch this live tomorrow. Hey, you just got here. It's okay. Enjoy your night, Top Dog. We'll catch you on the flip side. Jaeger EDC says, love those Spyderco mods. Any interest in a Seki City mod? What kind of mod are we talking about? I don't think that I've seen a whole lot of mods for the Seki City knives from Spyderco. I'd have to see it. I'd have to see what kind of mod exactly we're talking about here. A shout out to Blue Minotti Ninja, another channel mod who also gifted a channel membership. And you're my boy, Blue. Thank you so much, man. And congrats to Revolving Blades who received that gifted membership. TC Blade says no because Benchmade is crap. I'm telling you, Ian is just trying to push the buttons, okay? He knows. He knows he's got my number. He knows what bothers me. And I have a weird thing where, like, if you push the right button, I'll go off on a 10-minute monologue and nobody is safe. Ed B says, oh, hell no. Benchmade addicts have way more money. Do they? Do they? I mean, you buy a couple Narrows. It becomes a question. It becomes a question. Do I make my mortgage payment or buy a Benchmade Narrows? Do I, put food on the table or buy a Benchmade Narrows? Is it really that much of a question? I don't know. Hey, shout out to Ian Coates, who's been a channel member for 3 months. He says, already at a quarter of a year. Gotta love that. I know that you've been a channel member before, though. That's just the that's just the re-up, right? I think it's been more than a quarter of a year. I don't believe it, Ian. I don't believe it. Thanks for riding with the channel, man. We appreciate you. Hey, shout out to Wicked Dream Designs. Guys, check out Wicked Dream Designs knife mods on Instagram. We're talking knife mods. This man does more than like, he doesn't just tack on aftermarket parts like I do. Like, he actually modifies these knives, and he does a phenomenal job. We might head on over to Wicked Dream Designs Instagram at some point during the live, if I remember and if we have time, because the work that he does is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Hey, shout out to Inaso. Good to see you, man. Welcome in. I'm almost at, well, I thought I was almost at the bottom. The circular square. What's up, dude? Knives and Pizza says Rollshambo and chat. Do you think you could only EDC one knife every year, like a high-end one, and done each year? Yeah, I could. I think I would be sad though. One of the greatest things about collecting all of these knives is that I never get bored. The moment I start to feel like the moment's hesitation of, should I carry this? I just pick something else. You know, I've got 100 knives I pick up at any time, whether that be a budget knife or a premium high end. You know, like for example, for those who aren't in the members only Discord, my carry today was this guy. This is the Chris Reeve Umnumzon. If you gave me that challenge, and you know, if I didn't try to carry everything that I review on the table, it would be super easy for me to just carry this. You know, like I also carried this. This is the Hinderer half track. Also a fantastic carry knife. So this was my carry today. But yeah, I could do it. Woe is me, you know, showing up at the Arby's drive-thru with an Umnumzon in my pocket. This is one of those knives that I could absolutely do that with. One of my Spyderco paramilitary 2s could also do that with. I've got several knives that I know I could solidly carry for an entire year and not get bored. But I'm very glad that I don't have to do that. I love carrying different knives. It's one of my favorite things to do. Ian Coates says, I'm a paying member, so it's not community service for me. Fair play. The circular square says, flip the like button over one knee and spank it.
This is Sparta! Are you not entertained?
Do it. Let YouTube know that we're live, baby. Jaeger says, anyone actually interested in a no blade play ultratech? Man, you guys are jumping the gun here. I was actually going to talk about that. Did anyone else see X-Ring's video with Tony Marfione, where they kind of went over the new ultratech? Kind of. You know, they mentioned, hey, you know, it's not, you can take your knife apart. It doesn't void the warranty unless you do it wrong. The new no blade play ultratech, they're saying they made plenty. I would bet any amount of money that no matter how many they made, they will still sell out within like a minute or two, because I know that Microtech is not doing the whole, you know, can only buy one per household, or, you know, we're not letting bots in. I don't believe that. I would bet any amount of money, because they said that they made plenty, that they've been stacking up inventory on the new no blade play ultratech for months now, and they said that they're going to release them week of Black Friday or during Black Friday or whatever, and they're like, yeah, we have plenty. Baloney. I don't believe it. I've seen way too many recent Microtech releases to believe that for any amount of time. I think the community would be lucky if all of that inventory they built up lasted 5 minutes when they release it. I don't believe it. Anyways, do I want one? Yes. Am I going to try to get one? Absolutely. It's too relevant not to want to. Plus, I do like OTF knives, and I want to see what I can see. Plus, I know that if I buy it and I don't like it, that it'll be popular enough where I could turn around and just, catch and release back onto the secondary market. So it's a very safe purchase. People know that. They're going to sell out, guys. Do not believe for 1 second that they have enough inventory for it to last any substantial amount of time. Every single Microtech release recently on a new version of a knife like the LUDT Gen 3 or like when they released the Stitch and the MSI, they all sold out in under a minute. I timed them. And it wasn't just on Microtech's website. It was also on the popular retailers like NC Blade and E-Knives. And now finally, almost a year later, now we can get our hands on an LUDT Gen 3. Now we can get our hands on a Microtech Stitch. But for the longest, it was ridiculous. So, monologue over. TC Blade says, not trying to stir the pot. Their knives are way overpriced for what you get. No innovation. I just love that the 20-year reputation and fat government contracts. So, if you guys want my opinion, do I think that Benchmade has gone downhill? Yes. Yes, I do. A lot of that has to do with the ownership situation. Now, this is just my opinion. And my observation of how they've handled the market recently. So the problem is that they're under new ownership. The people that own Benchmade today are not the same people that owned Benchmade 10 years ago. It got passed down to the son. And ever since that happened, there's been more of a focus on not new things, but overcharging for old things. Their prices went up. They haven't really innovated. It's disappointing. And here's the thing, guys. There's plenty of people out there that disagree with me, like all 5 Benchmade customers. I'm just kidding. They still have a popular following, but they did a release on the Balisong, the Benchmade Necron, which is super expensive. And I peek in at the Balisong world every now and then because I find it highly entertaining watching people fidget at high speed with sharp objects that could chop off a finger. You never know when you're going to get premium, HBO late night television on YouTube. But Will Hirsch, one of the faces of the Balisong community on YouTube, absolutely slammed Benchmade for the quality on their Necron. And we're talking like $1,000 Balisong, $1,000 butterfly knife, and Benchmade sent him a bent blade, like a warped blade. How do you do that? How do you miss on that level? Like, I get it when people say, well, of course you got a good one. The company knew they were sending it to a review channel. Whoever is the head of marketing over at Benchmade needed to be fired over this, because Will Hirsch did a video and his Necron had a warped blade. He could not tune it because that was a quality control miss. How do you do a quality control miss when you're sending a product like that to the face of the community you're marketing this stuff to? That's an example. Like, what's going on? But no, that's just, it's an indicator of where the company is currently at, and that's all I'm going to say on that. Ian says, no, I've been paying a paying member for a month, free member for 2 months. Oh, okay. However you get it, man. I'm not opposed to that. TC Blade says, I was a Benchmade groupie for years, and then I bought my first Spyderco, and it was like seeing the light. I made at least started thinking about all the money I'd wasted for all those years. Listen, there is a Benchmade that I want. I want the Benchmade Mini Adamas in the marbled carbon fiber. I think that it's gorgeous. I've handled one. It feels great in the hand. The full-size Adamas I've also handled. Not a huge fan of the full-size Adamas. I have a video on it. And all 10 of the Benchmade fanboys swarmed that video because I didn't give it the best review. I mean, I said that I thought that it was a good knife, just that it was too expensive. And of course, that video got swarmed, absolutely swarmed by the Benchmade fans. All right, I need to get a move on it. Jaeger EDC says Reccomended mods is pretty good. Yeah. Ron Dobbins says I just picked up the Wii one and only knife. That's what OAO stands for, is one and only. That's a Tashi Baruka design, right? You know what? I'm pretty sure that's the Tashi Baruka design. It's a slick looking knife. Hold on. Hold on. Is it? Is it? Yeah, Tashi Baruka. Beautiful knife. And they did this in a couple different variants. So they have I want to say that they have the green one. The green one was always the one that I thought looked the best. What is that? Jungleware fat carbon? Looks good. You know, they should have blind screwed that pocket clip though. For a $400 plus knife, that should be a blind screw. I'm not mad at the lanyard hole. I actually think that it looks fine, given the design with the inlay. That's crazy. Look at that. With the Timascus inlay. You know, for you full dress folks out there. Is that DLC? It better be. It better be. Yeah, but no, my personal favorite out of all of those was the green Jungleware. I think that's Jungleware. This one also looks pretty alright. This one, not my favorite with the copper carbon. Just prefer the other ones. $430. Nice pickup, man. Very nice pickup. What's up, Drink Water? Good to see you. Hey, shout out to Chef Rocky. Wait, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong sound effect. I meant to do this one. Chef Rocky, what's up, man? Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for being a channel mod. Good to see you, man. He carried the Sebenza 31 in Boomerang Damascus. Damn. That's a pretty piece. Drinkwater says, did you show the people at Arby's your Noom's on? No. Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing, good to see you. He says, I have 2,300 knives every day to choose from. I need to know, where do you keep them all? Do you have a room dedicated? Do you have like a safe that has nothing but shelves for knives, and then another next to that another safe? You know, because I run out of room. I've got a file cabinet that I dedicate to holding all my knives, and I understand that I don't have the most collection out there. Like, I understand that, but even at this point in time, I've got like 15 knives on my desk and 100 more over there in the file cabinet. One of the reasons why I like doing knife sales is because I don't have to figure out where I'm going to keep the next batch of knives that shows up. It's a good problem to have, don't get me wrong, but Lone Star says, my method is rotating my knives every day. All are used equally though the order can change based on special occasions. Personal protection is a priority. Hey, you understand your carry. You understand what you want out of it, what you want to get out of it, what you're going to use it for. Personally, I like carrying two knives just because I can. Like, for example, my carry today, I love having the Zahn. The Zahn is an amazing everyday knife. You know, most Chris Reeve knives really are. But I also like having this guy. This is the Hinderer half track, and this is a great utility cutter. Like, this is not the factory edge. I got this off of the knife yard sale on the members only Discord. And when it came to me, like, the edge was sharp, but the edge bevel wasn't even. And so I saw that it had been sharpened. I'm like, why not? You know, so I went ahead and took it to my sharpening, and I evened out that edge bevel. Now it's laser sharp. That's a sticky edge. And this is the perfect little utility cutter right here. Like, I love it. Absolutely love it. And so sometimes, you know, I don't want to pull out my Umnums on and, you know, cause all the ladies in the room to need a fresh pair. You know, sometimes that's not the reaction you want to get. Sometimes you just want to, you know, cut stuff. That's when something like this is nice. I'm joking, because everyone knows that most bystanders don't care about what knife you're carrying. They're like, it's a knife. Kevin Smith and Knives, good to see you. Hey, North Mountain Blade, good to see you. Speaking of Black Friday sales, North Mountain Blade is going to be running a Black Friday sale as well. They got some good stuff over there. Says, I love your live stream. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you in the chat. Jim Miller says, I was a form carpenter for a while, then a surveyor. I'm still surveying at 69. There's no rest for the wicked, Jim. There is no rest for the wicked. North Mountain Blade says, you're professional, handsome, with a very nice voice. Oh, thank you. You're going to make me blush on camera. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I love the background music. You know, I love hearing that because it's a mix of getting the volume right. If the volume on the background music is too loud, people get annoyed and they leave. And they leave comments and they're not happy. If it's too low, you might as well not have it at all. And if it's too secular, if the music is too secular, people will also lose interest. Kodiak Bladesmithing says, I can modify any Wii knife with any scale material for you. Really? Really? And he says, I make the scales. Well, there you go, guys. Hit up Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing. Tom Cook says, Wii Tyro Super Lock knife looks interesting. Not sure why it comes with an extra pivot screw. So the Tyro is one of those, you know what? I'll show it. It's super popular right now. And I've heard nothing but good stuff. I don't know, like, normally I'm the guy that says I don't mind an aspirated handle scale, but for some reason I do not actually like the way that they did the cutouts on the handle scale. I don't see the purpose. I love the fact that we're getting another knife with the super lock, and I've heard from people that have this knife that they love it. From discerning people, it kind of looks like a brick, but I also want to check it out. I think that it's, you know, fairly priced at $270, 20 CV, super lock, titanium. You know, it passes the sniff test on pricing. But I mean, for some reason, to me, it just looks like a brick. I'll have to handle one. To give it my full opinion, but Ian Coates says, did Roll's internet just lag? Probably. So what do you all think of the Wii Acuminal? It's got really clean lines. I like the way that it looks. Chef Rocky says, my third bedroom is my knife and hats room. That's a good play, man. I don't have enough room in my condo to dedicate an entire room to knives, although you could make the argument that where this studio setup is the room that's dedicated to that. Wicked Dream says, I carry the Nefarious for protection, and I'm hoping everyone else who picks one up will as well. Oh, I think that it'd be a phenomenal piece for personal protection. Absolutely. Gas Station Knife says, I have 2 Pelican cases, a couple shop drawer cabinets, also multiple knives on both coffee tables, nightstand, bed, where the women used to lay, and the... We just learned a lot. It sounds like you're not lonely, though. That's fantastic. Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing says, I sharpen up to 1200 grit on a 42-inch grinder in less than a minute per knife. Dang. That's how you get it done. I just do like, I enjoy sharpening by hand. You know, I was, and here's the thing. I have cheap kitchen knives for the most part. So like I can get away with, you know, crappy sharpening stones for the crappy kitchen knives. And when I say crappy kitchen knives, I mean, I've got the Target special, you know, the Chicago cutlery, where like they say it's stainless steel and that's it. Like, is it surgical stainless? How bad is this stainless steel? I tend not to ask questions. But they're a lot of fun to sharpen because you don't need a diamond stone to sharpen one of those knives, because it's not a very hard steel. And they don't really have a whole lot of wear resistance. And so I like sharpening knives after doing the dishes after dinner time. And it's nice. You know, I can just kind of zone out, find the edge bevel, keep them sharp. And there's something really satisfying about having a cheap kitchen knife that you know is garbage, but it's got a screaming sharp edge. Like, that's entertaining to me, because people use it and they're like, oh, like, yeah, that's the $5 special. Ian Code says, my method is that if it's a Chris Reeve knife, it goes in my pocket. That's a pretty solid bet right there. Kevin Smith and Knife says, carried my Nkosi and the Satsu today. You know, speaking of carries, guys, let's do this. We're going to go ahead and head on over to the members only Discord in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to scroll up all the way up. All right. Starting here. This was yesterday, but we're going to show it anyways. Look at that. Noom's on. Love it, man. Nick T's got the Hump Day carry, the Surge Watch, the Sparrow Strix, the ATK Halt. Very nice carry, man. Dig it. Spyderco that I should recognize, but that's either the Indela or the Endura, or I don't know. All these Spydercos start to look the same. That's why I modify them. It's not the Indela. It's going to bother me. Just throw me a bone in the chat. Drinkwater's coming in hot with the XM24 warning, which I've been drooling over, and he knows that. He keeps showing it because he knows that. I think you can actually buy one of these at White Mountain Knives right now, and I'm pretty sure the discount code works. Let's check this out. All right, XM24, baby. XM24. So there it is in all its glory, right? The red, the coyote tan, the blue and black. Let's be real, I'd probably go with the red. I'm positive that the discount code works on here. Oh, also, you know what else works? The discount code on the Spyderco Smock, which you can also get on White Mountain Knives right now. But there it is. If you want a good deal on a Hinderer XM24 skinny warning, there you go. Take pretty much $60 off. Look at that. $535 for a brand new Hinderer XM24. I don't know if most places even allow that. You know, it seems like most places you can't actually use discount codes on Hinderers, but at least on White Mountain Knives, at least at this moment you can. And I won't lie to you, that's very tempting. Very tempting indeed. Back to the pocket check before I get in trouble. Drinkwater's, he's got the Koenig Arius. Look at that. Beautiful. That's on my grail list for sure. TC Blades is the Christmas time exclusive. What is that? It's the Christmas knife. I don't know what that is. And then of course my carry today. I'll zoom in case you want to see the full carry, but that's the Noom's on the half track, The Smooth Precision Pens bolt action pen. It's the shorty. Then I've got the Olight Opry 2. And this guy, the Focus Works, the Made in Canada fidget thing, which honestly it helps because when I fidget with knives while I work, it really annoys people. All right. Wicked Dream Designs carrying the bestech Seraph. Look at that combo design all day. Is it just me, or does that look like a robot leg? I have to mention it because every time I see this knife, I feel like that looks like a robot leg. Looks great though. Huge fan of Kombu's work. Kevin Smith with the small Inkosi and the Satsu. Very nice. TC Blades. He's got a couple Wii knives. He's got one Wii knife, and then the other one is going to be the LUDT Gen 3. Tanto, of course. Wow. You can tell he puts those hands to work. The Hogue Deca. What better utensil to stir your cocktail with? Or is that beer? That's probably a beer. Drinkwater's also got the Yojimbo, the Little Native Warney, and then the Spyderco McBee. Very nice. Mark P's got the ZT0393, which is essentially a Hinderer Eclipse. And then, of course, the MS Knives Kaimano, the Ningana Steel Kaimano. Very cool carry. Autumn Wind with the Swish buoy. Look at that. And I'm looking at the finish on that blade and I'm wondering, is that an original Swish buoy or is that the Knife Joy exclusive? Because they have a difference in finishes. That might actually be the original Swish buoy. Not sure. Hold on. Blue's got a couple. He's got that's the KB Knives Vertigo, Spyderco Yojimbo, Mingana Steel Kaimano. He's got is that a Monterey Bay Knives Rosalinda? Fireball and a couple of fixed blades. I cannot identify. Blue, did I get all of those right? Let me know, man. Craig Vincent's, he's got the, man, I'm seeing a lot of Kaimanos in the members only Discord today. 8010 Kaimano, Spyderco Tenacious. I think I see a Demko in the back. Demko 8020.5. And then this one, which I'm not going to, I cannot see enough of it to identify it. Chris Waris, he's got the, hold on, that is the Todd Knife and Tool. So civivi Elementum, the Todd Knife and Tool Roxy, so the Wii Roxy 3, and then a ZT knife that I cannot identify. Oh man. If you didn't know, the members only Discord goes hard, guys. If you are a channel member and you haven't done so yet, head on over to the members only Discord. You can get there via invite link on my YouTube community page. Jim Miller, he always helps me out. He's got the ABW Model 1, which is the Blade Runner exclusive in 80s camo carbon. The J-Cal by Jason Grant and the Finch Abalone McCoy with a beautiful background by the water once again. Look at that. Yeah, that Finch does have a beautiful look on that. Abalone looks so good. I like that J-Cal too. That J-Cal fixed blade looks great. Might have to hit up Jason Grant, see if he can do one for me. Yes, Dave's got the Concept Tarkin, which is a Matthew Christensen design. Absolutely love this one. This one's understated in its greatness. It's got contoured titanium handle scales that feel really, really good. Great front flipper action, and a thumb disc that for once I don't hate. He says, well-placed thumb disc indeed. Thanks for the recommendation. Absolutely. Love the Tarkin. The concept Tarkin is underrated. 100%. And with that, we are going to go back to the main chat. Shout out to Ed B, who's been a channel member for 11 months. He says 21 days until Roll eats raisins live. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. So they recently did this thing. If someone really wants to see me, I don't really want to eat raisins live, but it lets you set goals in the chat, right? Hold on. I'll have to figure this out. It lets you set goals in the chat, in YouTube's live chats, where you can set a goal, and if you get a certain like super chat amount, you do something for the live stream. I won't do it tonight, but you know what? Maybe on the next live stream, I'll do like a, for every $5 super out there, I'll eat a handful of raisins. I really dislike raisins, guys. I do. And I made the mistake of telling the live stream that. And I should have known, because I saw it happen on said Stevie's channel when he mentioned one time that he did not like pickles, and now he gets bombarded with pickles. I love pickles. Ian says, I show people my knife, but they just yell, he's got a knife. So lame. Maybe they're just excited about your carry. Gas Station Knife says, we all man crush on the Shambinator. I'm a married man. I'm a married man, Gas Station Knives. But if that ever changes, you know where to find me. At least every Wednesday and Saturday. I'll be here. All right. I feel like the chat needs to update. I feel like I missed a chat update or something. TC Blade says, We Knives Shadowfire Dark Bronze with Damasteel blade designed by Rafal Brzeski. I know I butchered that. I'm not the greatest at designer names. Lone Star says, a rare Spyderco without the reverse harpoon on the spine. What? You mean like the Spyderco smock? Do you mean like the... Ooh, I feel like this is a challenge, right? What about the Subvert? I don't think the Subvert has the reverse harpoon. I know what he's talking about. Ed B says, no way, dude. I've got video evidence where you said you'd eat raisins on my 1 year. I'll do it. I've got them in the pantry. They'll be there. Don't worry. Raisins don't get eaten in my house. I don't know why I have them. They might be from Thanksgiving stuffing last year. We'll hit your 1 year and I'll eat raisins on the live stream. But for everybody else, we might do a live like a live super chat goal. If you really want to see me, vomit in my mouth, I have a strong dislike for raisins. Strong dislike. Kodiak Edge Bladesmith says, the Wharncliffe knife blade, the deadliest blade shape in the world, and pocket or fixed blades. The Yojimbo, baby. Oh yeah. Look, Michael Janich, the designer of the Yojimbo, he has a video out there that he did years ago where he talks about how he designed the Yojimbo 2, how it first started off as, I believe it started off as the Ronin fixed blade. And he was testing the efficacy. That's a good word, efficacy. He was testing the efficacy of different blade shapes in a self-defense scenario. And he was recommended to try a Wharncliffe style with the flat edge. And he accidentally injured himself because he reached inside like his locker or something, and the prototype of the Yojimbo was blade shape up, and it had so much cutting power. I would highly recommend anyone who's a fan of Spyderco or a fan of Warncliffe style blades, find Michael Janich's video on the Yojimbo and how that came to be. It's a very entertaining video. Craig says, I don't like Hinderers, CRKs, Koenigs, or any high-end customs. Go ahead, chat. Give it to me. Look, man, I have appreciation for everything. You know, I love carrying less expensive knives. I love carrying more expensive knives. I love carrying knives like this that make a lot of sense, that have premium features at an affordable price tag. Those are feel-good knives. You know, speaking of North Mountain blades, this one, very fun carry as well. This is their Evolution, the Higanakami Evolution. Look at that. Beautiful Sanmai blade, titanium handles, cutting monster, absolute cutting monster. These did sell out, but I can't wait for a locking version of this to come out, which it should actually come out. So I'm really excited about that. This is also a great carry. I have a wide variety of taste when it comes to EDC knives. That's the fun part, is that they're not all the same. If I was the one and done guy, I would never have a channel. Jim Miller says dressing is better than stuffing. Are we starting this debate again? Lone Star says we are all more impressed with the non-stop comments in the chat than the carry. Gas Station Knife says the problem, Rollshambo, is that you've been eating Benchmade raisins. Try a different brand like Spyderco. It will change your life as much as a shriveled grape can. They don't belong in cookies. Raisins don't belong in cookies. I'll plant my flag on that hill and die there. Paul Mills, I almost said, what do you mean Crewware is the best? There's a person in the chat named Crewware is the best. Not falling for that again. What's up, Paul Mills? What's up, Crewware is the best? Good to see you both. Jesse says a $20 a raisin? That might be a little hefty. It might be a little hefty. Maybe it'll be like a box of raisins. Ugh. Maybe I won't do this. I'm envisioning eating raisins live. Ooh. Jim says there's nothing to debate. But what about pancakes? I love pancakes. And no, raisins don't belong in there either. Chocolate chips? Yes. Blueberries? Yes. Cranberries? Yes. People should just eat their grapes before they dry up. Lone Star says raisins should be dedicated only to fruitcakes. Fruitcake drama. This is the way. How many times are you going to pass that fruitcake around? North Mountain Blade says cutting monster. Yeah. The Higanakami, the Evolution. You guys know. You already know. This says excellent cutting geometry. Love it. Love it. And I cannot wait for a locking variant of this. That is just gorgeous. I wasn't surprised at all that they sold out. Anyways. All right, guys. Gas Station Knife says, not a fan of raisins or grapes, actually. I like dried mangoes with no added sugar. Dried mangoes don't need any sugar. Chef Rocky says, my favorite cookie is oatmeal raisin. Boo. He says, keep your raisins out of my carrot cake. What are we doing here? Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing says, you talk about low budget knives. Walmart has stepped up their game a lot with new brands like civivis and bucks. And of course, you cannot forget the $5 Ozark trail knife. I don't even know how they can make money on that. It's a $5 knife and everyone loves it. I don't understand. Maybe I just need to check one out. I don't know. I do enjoy budget knives, and I consider anything under $100 to be budget these days. You know, maybe 3 years ago that was a different story, but with inflation, definitely anything in the $99, $1 to $99 range is budget, and there's a lot of competition in that price range. Craig says, I'm putting myself on knife buying hiatus. I just have one more to get before I do it. Then I'll start January 2026. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. All right. So, I'm kind of disappointed. I've been waiting for you guys to blast out some Black Friday sales out there. But let's do this. Let's just do some hunting, right? Let's do some hunting. We'll start off at White Mountain Knives sales. The deal of the day. Oh yeah, did you guys hear that Arcform is going out of business? So Arcform is going out of business. You can get crazy deals on their knives. Arcform 50% off. Okay. Arcform. Show me the money. They had slim foots for $289. Or is that the regular price? Because if it was 50% off, that would mean that you could have gotten it for like $145, which is crazy. Or a Theory for like $175, also crazy. Do they have any left? No, they're sold out. Not surprised. Any other sales? We Holiday. Enter code We Holiday. All right. I mean, how good is it? Okay, so I'm just going to try this because I want to see. Holy cannoli, you add a Wee knife and you get all these extras. All right, so We Holiday. Just going to clear my channel discount code here. We Holiday. We Holiday. $47 off. That's not bad. That's not bad. What is that? Like a 20% discount? Open box returns. Concept add to cart for discount. Kubi add to cart for discount. Okay. Like how big of a discount? You know what? We're just going to do this. We're going to sort by most expensive. Stop it. It won't let me sort. All right. So the most expensive Kubi right now, at least on White Mountain Knives, is either going to be the Veloce or the Interflow. If I want to see how much does a Veloce cost. Now I heard that it's a crazy good discount going on here. So let's see. $140. Okay. So that would be roughly $30 off, which is what? 20%? Okay. I could take that. Pretty decent. 25%. Not bad. It's not the best Kubi sale that we've seen. What if I type in Kubi? Does code Kubi still work? Nope. Does it still work? Nope.
Epic fail.
Had to try it. If you know, you know. Code Kubi was like 30% off all year long at White Mountain Knives, and I think that they forgot that they had that code up, And they're like, oh yeah, this is why we're not making any money on Kubi knives right now. Oh, my bad. Jim Miller says, we're getting a tenable fen rear. Yep. That's going to be a good one to look out for. Love that. Lone Star Cowboy says, what about Wicked Knife about the Wicked Knife Instagram? You mean Wicked Dream Designs Instagram? Hold on. Hold on. I'll pull it up and we'll throw it in there. Instagram. All right. Give me 1 second. Boom. All right. So here it is. Wicked Dream Designs Instagram. Look at that. You cannot buy this stock. This is what he did to the Seraph. Look at the polished handle scales. That's just gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Wicked Dream Designs is the person that knife designers and custom makers like Kombu and Arcane Designs. He's the one that they go to when they want to make their designs even better. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Some of you guys are looking at this like, I don't know what he did. These knives don't come stock like this, is all I'm going to say. Brian Brown mod. Jaeger. Beautiful work. Guys, give it up for Wicked Dream Designs. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that polished titanium. He makes it look good. He makes it look easy. Because this is the finish before anodizing. It's gorgeous. He does good work. If you guys want to see more of his knife mod work, make sure to follow him on Instagram at wicked_dream_designs. Do it. Give the man a follow. All right. Welcome into Neil Johnson. Good to see you. Gas Station Knives Forever says North Mountain has some chop models on sale. Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. Let's head on over to North Mountain Blade. Got to bring back the screen share. Look at that. Look at all of, oh yeah, these are gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Of course, this one is sold out. This one immediately caught my attention. Can I just talk about how beautiful this is for a second? The Chop 4 ceramic carbon fiber handle. Stop it. Stop it. That's too good looking. That is way too good looking. I love that. And then of course they've got more. Look at that. Beautiful. And guys, that's a real Sanmai. That's real Sanmai construction. Even the pink looks good. And I'm not necessarily a pink guy. All of those look great. These are recently loaded onto the site too. They've got red. 220. Look at this. Low stock, one left. Not surprised. Not surprised. SLD Magic. Love that steel. It's a great steel. If you don't want to spend 220 bucks, of course, you can get one of the lesser expensive ones like this one. Still get SLD magic, button lock. G10 feels great on this. I actually really enjoy this knife. It's why it's immediately on my desk right now. But I won't lie to you, the one that I really want is one of these ceramic carbon fiber chop 4s. Oof. They all look good. They all look good. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not a basket weave carbon fiber kind of guy. Still looks good. look at that. All right. These look pretty cool too. This is the new Kaiken. I know I'm saying that wrong. The new Kaiken. If you don't like the aspirated handles, they also have a non-aspirated version, plain, $180, M390. Beautiful. Look, you get a serial number and everything. Solid. $180. That's solid. This is a dangerous website for me to be on right now. Since they just loaded some new product to the site, I wonder, do they have any more evolutions? No. Ooh, but they do have the Nemoto Sakura. Yeah, look at these. Beautiful. All right, this is a dangerous website to be on. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left because this is I'm about to make some bad choices or some really good choices. Bad for my wallet, good for the heart. Anyways, good call out there. Days D says CDC Fenrir Tenable is $45. Code BF25. Nice call out. Bone Cell says, did anyone catch the Hawk Talon drop tonight? That was tonight? I don't have $1,000. I don't have $1,000 to put on a knife right now. I wish I did. I wish I had that kind of disposable income where I could just drop it on it like right this moment. I would have to have all my ducks in a row, and they are not. I wish I could have, though. The Talon looks amazing. Wicked Dream Design says, when did the Chop 4 release? It's still pulled up, guys. Ugh. Look at how beautiful these are. And these are not made in super large quantities either. Yes, I still have it up. It's on my other screen. Look at this. There's one left. One left of the purple one. How many left of this one? One left on this. How many on the pink? One left. If you one left, I think, did they only drop a few of each? North Mountain Blade, if you're in the chat, let us know. Once these sell out, will there be more? The Desert Ironwood, if you like a classy look. Look at that. Classy. Yeah, so it's pretty much, if you see one that you like, as of right now, it looks like there's only one left of each. So this was either a very limited drop or a lot of people have gotten in on these. But I'm not surprised at all that this one is already sold out. That looks fantastic. They all do. Yeah. Spicy. It's spicy, and I really like that. Jim Miller says, but the Talon is a mere $900. What isn't that supposed to be like an open pre-order? Let's see. Grant and Gavin Hawk. All right. I keep clicking out of the screen share. I should just stay there. Purchasing. How to purchase. Nope, that's not it. It's not the shortcut, not the deadlock. Where did they do the Talon pre-order? I don't even know. I don't even know where they did the Talon pre-order. Hold on. Hawk Knife Talon pre-order. Yeah, I don't even know. I have no idea. Disappointing. Gas Station Knife says, Rollshambo, do you have the North Mountain coupon affiliate? Yeah, I do. Try RSB10. I don't know if it works right now. I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty sure it's either RSB10 or Rollshambo. I'd have to double check. Hold on. We're going back. We're going back. So if we go to this and then we go here. All right. Yeah, it's RSB 10, 10% off. So you could get a Chop 4 for $198. There you go. $198. Oh yeah, probably helps if I show this on the screen. Zoomed in way too far. RSB 10 works on North Mountain Blade for 10% off. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe that there might actually be a better sale or a better discount code. If you guys aren't following North Mountain Blade on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing, especially if you like their knives, you like their designs. Shout out to Jade from North Mountain Blade, because she just announced I believe it was a discount code. Hold on. Black Friday deal. All right. Hold on. All right, I'm going to kill the music for a second.
I believe many of you guys already chatted with me, no matter at the Blade Show or through the email, and it's been awesome to connecting with you guys. I'm still pretty new to this job and to this industry. I just started for 3 months. And besides the company, here is my personal info. Feel free to reach out with me.
That's brave. Put your personal info out there.
I'm an outdoor lover. I have a lot of passion on paragliding, and I'm very into surfing, skateboarding, camping, workout, and hiking. Basically, if I'm out in the nature, I'm in my happy place. And I love to learning new skills and trying new things. So I love this job. You know, I got to learn something new every day and mess around with all those awesome knives.
It's a cool job.
Okay, I know you guys want to know the Black Friday deal more than listen to me, right? So here it is. For 24 hours on Black Friday, you can use my name Jade as a discount code to get a 30% off MSRP on everything on our website.
What?
And plus, our Sakura knife will be 60% off MSRP.
All right, guys. So there you go. We're going to kick the music back up. 30% off with code JADE on North Mountain Blade on Black Friday. With that being said, do I think that any of these Chop 4s are going to be available come Black Friday? I doubt it. I doubt it. I have a feeling that these chop 4s are all going to sell. There's only one of each left, unless they release more into the wild, which I don't know if they will or not. I might have to reach out to them to find out. So come Black Friday, North Mountain Blade, code Jade. If this is still available at that time, you could go ahead and triple this. And so it would be, what? It would be $66 off, which would be a cool... Why am I doing math right now? It would be a cool one. I shouldn't do math. It's been a long day. Don't judge me. 220 minus 66. Yeah, 154. I don't know why that was hard for me. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to operate any heavy machinery right now. Hey, there we go. North Mountain says, yes, once those chop 4s sold out, we'll have more in stock. It'll be around 1 to 3 months. So odds are, guys, I would be willing to bet the chances are these do not make it to Black Friday. I'd be very shocked if these are still in stock come Black Friday. Very shocked. But double check just in case. Kodiak Edge says, nice chatting with you folks. Jim Miller, Rollshambo. See y'all soon. I have a video editing to do now. Thanks for dropping by, man. Have a good rest of your night. Mike Ranger in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Bone Cell says you had to have the email invite to pre-order the Talon. Yeah, they didn't send that invite to me. John says you can get a Chop Plus for $200 on Black Friday. Very nice. Yeah, my math is horrible at the end of the day. My brain is fried. Normally, basic math is not something that I struggle with. Don't ask me to count money at the end of a day. All right, guys. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and kill the music and end the screen share because the live is coming to an end. Just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you guys who showed up to the live stream tonight. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday evening with me. The next time we go live will be this Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, or 7 p.m. Pacific. I hope you can make it. If not, I totally understand. For some of you guys, I'll see you soon. And for everybody else, we'll see you later.